All right, welcome to the Coach's Corner today. Starting our program off, that we have Chris Slayton, a defensive tackle from the Qs, from Syracuse. How are things up in Syracuse?
Everything's cool, man. We're having a great summer, running and conditioning, preparing for this upcoming season.
How is it knowing that every one of your home games is going to be sunny and 72 degrees inside that dome stadium?
It's great, man. A nice warm feeling, I'll say that.
Is it hard for y'all, though, to have to go down and play, say, in Miami or somewhere like that where it's hot and humid when a lot of your games are inside?
It's not hard. I mean, you just got to get used to it. You know, that's what the week of practice is for, you know, just preparing for that game.
A lot of the ACC teams, if you look, are the Tobacco Road bunch there. Do you and Pitt and teams like that, do y'all kind of feel like, gosh, man, we're up here in the middle of nowhere with all those guys teaming up with us down south down there? What is the feeling there about being a little bit further away than a lot of the teams?
At times, you know, you definitely feel like you're farther away. But, you know, as you become older, you get used to it, you know, and playing those teams that's farther down south, you know.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you what, last year, half of the state of South Carolina were Syracuse fans, and y'all pulled off one of the biggest wins.
Yeah.
That the Q was loved in South Carolina by half the population. Talk a little bit about that game last year. I mean, because a lot of people did not give you a chance and all. How did you beat them? What was the secret?
Just preparing, you know, the entire week. You know, we knew that was a big game going into it. You know, we just had to be sharp, you know, and focused mentally and physically. But during game day, the atmosphere was crazy. You know, you saw a sea of orange, like Coach likes to say. The dome was hot, you know, and it was packed. It was a great game, all in all.
And again, I know that had to be exciting right there. And it goes to show that anybody can beat anybody on any given Friday. Well, if that was a Friday night. Friday night there.
Yeah.
Or Friday or Saturday, though.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's talk. You're a defensive tackle. Again, people, you know, all the pretty boys at the skill position seem like they get all the credit, but the guys in the trenches are the men that are the difference in winning and losing, though. Talk about those battles in the trenches that you have to fight every Friday or Saturday up there.
You just got to embrace it. You know, every rep, you're basically fighting, you know, especially on the inside. You can get double team, you know, sometimes triple team or that single block. You know, you just got to embrace being physical. You know, you got to be tough mentally and physically. So it's just a lot.
And it's got to be hard on you, too. I mean, when you play a team like a Georgia Tech that are chop blocking, you're going for your knees, they're going from everywhere on you right there, too. And, I mean, you're getting hit by every side over there. You're probably like a ping pong ball getting hit from every different angle.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's talk a couple other things. Going to have a little fun with you right here. Game day is always fun. What does Chris Slayton do to get your motor running, get prepared, get jacked up to play on game day?
Just listening to the right music. You know, I listen to a bunch of different artists, you know, that'll get my blood flowing, you know, get my mind right.
Okay. What would be, I know we've got a lot of people, we're streaming live a lot of places here right there. What would you most want people to know about you? What would be the most important thing you want people to know about you?
The most important thing, you know, I like being physical. You know, I don't talk much, you know, I'm quiet. You know, I keep to myself a lot, but I just love the game of football.
What did it mean to you when you were selected and knew that you would be coming today to represent your team at Media Day?
It meant a lot, having Coach Baber select me. It gave me, like, it told me that, you know, all the things that I've done, it hasn't gone unnoticed, you know. So I appreciate that a lot.
Football is a time-consuming game. I know you talked about you've been working up there at Syracuse, working all summer during the season's tough right there. What does Chris like to do just to get away and relax?
I keep to myself a lot. I play the game with my teammates. Just chill. Really, I don't really get out much.
Okay. All right, I got a deep question for you here. If you could sit down with anybody in the world, past, present, future, with anybody for 1 hour, who would you pick to talk with for 1 hour? And what would you talk about?
Man, that's a good question. It is.
Gonna make you think on that one right there, though. But I know there's so many people out there that it could be a family member or somebody who's famous or something like that. Though, who would you like to talk to?
Probably, it'll probably be Warren Sapp.
Okay.
One of the greatest interior linemen of all time.
And what would that conversation be like? What would you want to ask him and talk to him about?
Everything about football. Really, just for him to teach me what he knows, or just share knowledge of the game that he knows that he's been through.
What's the hardest part about playing college football and playing in the ACC?
The competition. This is a very competitive and tough conference. I say that.
All right, on the other side, what do you enjoy most about playing college football in the ACC?
You get a lot of recognition. This is one of the top conferences of all of college football. Just building relationships, outside of football,
Okay. All right, this is going to be another one here. If your team, and I don't know, some teams may do this. One team I talked to yesterday did do this. If you had a team arm wrestling tournament, who on your team would win that?
Arm wrestling?
Arm wrestling tournament. Who would be the arm wrestling champion of the Qs?
I'm not trying to sound cocky or nothing, but I believe I would win.
I hear you out there. I mean, defensive lineman, I would have been disappointed if you hadn't have said that, though.
Yeah.
So, but that's interesting, though. All right, we're going to have some more fun. As a little boy, what was your favorite toy to play with?
My favorite toy to play with?
Uh-huh.
Probably I had a rock, the wrestler.
Yeah.
The rock. I
was going to say, I hope you weren't talking about a pet rock that you talked to or anything like that.
No, one of those action figures.
Okay.
I had a few of those.
Okay. All right. Another fun question would be, if you were in a box of crayons, what color crayon would you be?
Red.
Red. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why would you be red?
Between red and black. Those are my favorite colors.
Okay. All right. That's interesting on that, though. Coach Tony, did you have anything you want to ask?
Yes, I'd like, Chris, what are some of your, other than playing football, I know you're an outstanding football player, what are some of the other outside activities which you enjoy other than football?
Outside of outside activities?
Yeah.
I just went mini golfing for the first time a couple of weeks ago. I really enjoyed it. So I'd probably like to get more into that, just the whole mini golfing thing.
That'd be good because I'm a golfer. That's not a bad thing to go into. One other question. Not so much team goals. What are some of you have some personal goals in which you'd like to accomplish this year?
Just to become a complete player. Do better than what I did last season and the season before that. Just all around, just become better.
What motivates you to play? What's your big motivation to play?
It's a lot of things that I would say that motivates me. Family, I got brothers that's looking up to me. I want to be the best example, they can lay their eyes on. Just as far as going to college, getting a degree, it would mean the world to me. I know it would mean a lot to them.
Who has had the greatest impact or influence on your life?
My parents, most definitely. Them pushing me, to play football in high school because I didn't play when I was younger. But I would say they got the most impact on me.
Do you have any kind of saying that you have or anything? Like I used to have something. I was a college and high school coach for 27 years, and we used to have something like nothing less than our best and all. Do you have any kind of motto or saying that you kind of go on?
From time to time, I tell myself, leave no doubt. And that's something that started in high school. My old coach used to say, leave no doubt. You know, just be the best player you can, and then leave no doubt.
Any phobias?
Not a fan of spiders.
Okay. We were looking out the window a minute ago, and a man up there washing windows. Ain't no way I'd ever do this. So heights. Heights don't get along. No. This was funny that back during basketball media days, one of the Syracuse players, they had a rough flight down here, and he did not want to get on that plane and go back home. That he was not happy about that. I think it was real turbulent coming down here.
Yeah.
Though. I forgot which one of them it was, though, but I think he was about ready to go out and hitchhike back to Syracuse because he didn't want to get back on that plane, though.
I don't blame him.
Okay, I have asked you a lot of things today, a lot of questions and all. Is there anything that I have not asked you that you really want to share and tell us?
Can't think of anything on the head.
Well, I tell you what, we've enjoyed having you with us this year. Like I said, last year, half the state of South Carolina loved you. The other half did not like you. But we are wishing you a good season this year, and hope you guys have a lot of luck. And I asked Dino Bavers last time we had your coach on, ask him about playing in the Dome, and he promised me if I came up to ever see a game there that he would have the thermostat set on 72 and sunny for me. So good luck this season, and
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming by.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.